Welcome to Engineering Out Loud. This is the third episode of our series from MECHESOL's MESP Engineering Development Program titled Professional Recognition.
Okay.
And if you're an engineer looking to, boost your credibility and unlock some really exciting career opportunities,
Yeah.
becoming a professionally recognized engineer is a huge step.
It is.
And this deep dive is your roadmap to getting there.
Absolutely.
So to get started, head over to mechesolco.com/CPD to learn more about the MESP program.
Great.
Today, we are going to be focusing on the Institution of Mechanical Engineers, that's IMechE,
Yes.
and how to achieve the prestigious chartered or incorporated engineer titles.
They are prestigious.
They are prestigious.
And you're absolutely right. These titles, they aren't just letters after your name.
Right.
They signify a commitment to professional excellence and open doors to a world of opportunities. It's like joining an elite club of engineers who've met rigorous standards.
Okay, so IMechE, it's a global powerhouse in the engineering world, right?
Yeah.
But what makes it so special for an engineer looking to climb the career ladder?
Well, think of IMechE as like a stamp of approval recognized worldwide.
Okay.
It tells employers and clients that you've gone the extra mile, you've demonstrated your competence, you adhere to the highest ethical and professional standards.
Right.
And that can translate into better job prospects, higher salaries, and even international recognition.
So it's not just about bragging rights.
No.
It's about tangible career advancement.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk about how to actually get there.
Okay.
The source material mentions these standard routes to becoming a chartered or incorporated engineer. What does that even mean?
It essentially refers to the typical academic qualifications that you'll need.
Okay.
So for incorporated engineer, you'd usually need a bachelor's degree that meets specific UK standards.
Gotcha.
For chartered engineer, a master's degree is often required.
Okay.
But what's really interesting is that IMechE recognizes that not everyone follows a traditional path.
Right. So there are alternative ways to reach those goals. What are we talking about here?
So we're talking about exams conducted by the Engineering Council,
Okay.
internationally recognized qualifications
Okay.
from countries like the US or Australia, or even a combination of qualifications and experience.
So they understand that engineers come from
Diverse backgrounds.
diverse backgrounds.
Yes. And they've made the process more inclusive.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
No, it's not.
But let's be honest, the application process can seem a bit daunting.
It can be a little bit, yeah.
So how about we break it down into bite-sized pieces?
Okay.
What do we got?
So there are 5 key steps.
Okay.
The first one is you verify your qualifications to ensure you meet the criteria.
Gotcha.
Then you dive into the application form itself, which is where you really get to showcase your expertise.
Okay.
Next, you'll need to secure sponsorship from experienced engineers who can vouch for your skills. Once that's done, you submit your polished application and prepare for the final stage, the interview.
Sounds pretty straightforward when you lay it out like that.
It does.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
let's talk about choosing the right application form.
Right.
I noticed the source material mentions different categories like member and fellow.
Yes, you're right. That can be confusing. Member and fellow refer to different grades of IMechE membership,
Gotcha.
which are linked to your experience and career stage.
Okay.
So when applying for professional registration,
Right.
you need to choose between chartered engineer and incorporated engineer,
Okay.
depending on your qualifications and career aspirations.
Makes sense.
Make sure you select the correct form to avoid any delays.
Okay, good catch. Choosing the right path from the get-go is crucial. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of the application itself.
All right.
The general guidance section has some interesting tips. It's like having an insider's guide, right?
It is. It is. And a well-presented application can make a big difference.
Oh, for sure.
So this guidance section emphasizes clear and concise writing.
Gotcha.
Use black ink, avoid jargon, and write in a first-person narrative to make your application stand out.
Okay.
And if you need to include any visuals or a glossary, feel free to use appendices.
Okay.
Oh, and one more thing, proofread.
Yes, proofreading is crucial. It shows attention to detail, which is essential for any engineer. And speaking of details, let's talk about the heart of the application, the personal competence statements.
Okay.
This is where it gets really interesting. Ready to apply? Head over to www.imech.org/membership to find the application forms. Now tell me about these personal statements. What do they entail?
Well, think of these statements as your chance to shine.
Okay.
This is where you demonstrate how your experience aligns with the UK spec framework. It's all about providing specific examples that highlight your skills and achievements across 5 core competence areas. You have a 400-word limit per section, so choose your words wisely.
Okay, I'm getting a bit nervous now. It sounds pretty intense.
It's not about creative writing.
Is this about writing a novel or showcasing my engineering skills?
It's about clearly articulating your technical expertise and professional experience.
Okay.
So instead of simply stating, I managed a team, you'd want to say something like, I successfully led a team of 10 engineers, delivered a project under budget, and received commendation for my leadership skills. Those details matter.
So it's about painting a vivid picture of your capabilities.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about those 5 core competence areas.
Okay.
Give me the rundown.
So they cover a broad spectrum of skills.
Okay.
A, knowledge and understanding.
Okay.
B, design development and solving engineering problems. C, responsibility management and leadership.
Gotcha.
D, communication and interpersonal skills.
Right.
And finally, E, personal and professional commitment.
Okay.
Each area is broken down into specific subcompetencies, and that's where you really get to tailor your application to highlight your strengths.
This is starting to sound like a choose-your-own-adventure for showcasing your expertise.
It is. All right, so let's jump right into those intriguing subcompetencies.
Okay.
Let's unpack a few of them and see how you can make your application truly stand out.
Okay, hit me with your insights.
All right, let's start with A2.
Okay.
Developing technological solutions to unusual or challenging problems.
Okay.
This one's all about showcasing your ability to think outside the box, especially when the pressure is on.
So it's about being the engineer who can tackle those complex issues that others might shy away from.
Precisely. Imagine you're leading a project and encounter a major technical roadblock. This is your chance to demonstrate how you used your expertise, creativity, and problem-solving skills to overcome that obstacle and deliver results. Maybe you had to develop a completely new approach, collaborate with experts from different fields, or even challenge existing industry norms. Whatever the case, highlight those moments where you pushed boundaries and found innovative solutions.
It's about showcasing your ability to think critically, adapt to challenges, and ultimately deliver solutions that make a real impact.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears to B1.
Okay.
Identifying and defining project requirements, problems, and opportunities. This might seem basic,
Right.
but it's often overlooked.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Tell me more.
Think about it this way. Before you can design a brilliant solution,
Yeah.
you need to fully understand the problem you're trying to solve. This subcompetence is all about demonstrating your ability to ask the right questions, gather the necessary information, and clearly define the project's scope and objectives. It's about strategic thinking and laying a solid foundation for success.
So it's about being the engineer who doesn't just jump into solutions, but takes the time to understand the bigger picture and ensure the project is aligned with the client's needs and goals.
Absolutely. Now let's jump to C1.
Okay.
Planning the work and resources needed for a significant engineering task or project. This is where your project management skills come into play.
Project management. The unsung hero of engineering. Indeed. Think about a complex engineering project with multiple stakeholders, tight deadlines, and a hefty budget. This subcompetence is about demonstrating your ability to create a realistic and achievable plan that outlines the project timeline, resource allocation, risk mitigation strategies, and everything in between.
So it's about showcasing your organizational skills, attention to detail, and ability to keep a project on track and within budget. It's about being the engineer who can not only envision the end goal, but also map out the practical steps to get there.
Precisely. Let's move on to D3, demonstrating personal and social skills and awareness of diversity and inclusion issues. This one might seem less technical, but it's incredibly important in today's collaborative engineering environment.
Okay, I could see how that's crucial in a field where teamwork is so essential.
Yeah.
What are some key things to highlight here?
Think about those situations where you've effectively communicated with colleagues from different backgrounds, resolved conflicts constructively, or championed inclusive practices within your team or organization. Maybe you mentored a junior engineer, facilitated a workshop on cultural sensitivity, or led a team that embraced diverse perspectives to solve a complex problem. It's about showcasing your emotional intelligence, empathy, and commitment to creating a positive and inclusive work environment.
Those are great examples. It's about being the engineer who not only excels technically, but also understands the importance of fostering a collaborative and respectful work culture.
Exactly. And finally, let's touch on E4, carrying out and recording continuing professional development to maintain and enhance competence in your area of practice. The subcompetence highlights your commitment to lifelong learning and professional growth.
Continuing professional development, or CPD. That's a big one. Every engineer I know is constantly learning and upskilling. How can we make our CPD efforts stand out in the application?
It's not just about listing courses or conferences you've attended, it's about demonstrating a proactive and strategic approach to your professional development. Think about those activities that have genuinely expanded your knowledge, challenged you to think differently, or helped you acquire new skills that are directly relevant to your career aspirations. Maybe you took on a challenging project outside your comfort zone, pursued a specialized certification, or even mentored others, sharing your expertise and learning from their experiences.
So it's about showcasing those learning experiences that have had a tangible impact on your professional growth and ability to contribute to the engineering field.
Precisely. And remember, documenting your CPD activities is crucial. Keep a record of your courses, conferences, projects, and other learning experiences, along with your reflections on what you learned and how you've applied that knowledge to your work. This not only helps you track your progress, but also provides concrete evidence of your commitment to professional excellence.
It's like building a portfolio of your professional growth.
It
It's great advice. So we've explored some key sub-competencies and learned how to make our personal statements shine. What other essential elements should we keep in mind as we craft our applications?
Don't underestimate the power of the organizational chart. It might seem like a small detail, but it's crucial for clarifying your role and responsibilities within your organization.
Right. It helps the assessors understand where you fit in the bigger picture and how your experience aligns with the required competencies.
Exactly. It provides context and demonstrates that you understand the complexities of working within an organization. Now let's talk about a secret weapon that can really set your application apart, the development action plan.
I've heard whispers about this mythical development action plan. What's the big deal?
This is where you demonstrate that you are forward-thinking and committed to continuous learning. It's your chance to outline your career goals and the specific steps you are taking to achieve them.
So it's not just about showcasing what I've done, but also what I aspire to achieve and how I plan to get there.
Precisely. Think training courses, online learning, involvement in industry events, mentoring, volunteering, anything that shows you're proactive about your professional development.
It's about painting a picture of an engineer who is not only competent today, but also driven to grow and adapt to the ever-evolving demands of the field.
Absolutely. And remember, the development action plan is a dynamic document. Revisit it regularly, adjust your goals, and add new activities as you progress in your career. It's a testament to your commitment to lifelong learning, a hallmark of any successful engineer.
This has been incredibly insightful. You've provided a wealth of practical advice and actionable strategies for crafting a standout application. But let's be honest, even with all this preparation, the thought of securing those all-important sponsors can still feel a bit intimidating. What advice do you have for navigating this crucial step?
Choosing the right sponsors is essential. They play a crucial role in vouching for your suitability for professional recognition, so don't take the step lightly.
Right? It's like having a team of experienced engineers in your corner, supporting your journey towards professional recognition. But how do you find the right people and approach them effectively?
Think about individuals who have witnessed your engineering skills firsthand, understand your career aspirations, and can confidently attest to your competence and professionalism. It could be a former supervisor, a mentor, a respected colleague, or even an industry expert you've connected with through professional networking.
So it's about leveraging those relationships you've built throughout your career and finding individuals who truly believe in your potential. But approaching someone to be your sponsor can feel a bit awkward. What's the best way to go about it?
Be upfront and transparent about your goals. Explain that you're applying for professional registration with IMECHE and need sponsors who can vouch for your experience and skills. Share your CV, your personal competence statements, and any other relevant information that can help them understand your journey and aspirations. And most importantly, express your gratitude for their time and consideration.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's about approaching potential sponsors with respect, clarity, and genuine appreciation for their support. Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up this deep dive?
Remember, the journey towards professional recognition is a marathon, not a sprint. Even if you encounter setbacks or face challenges along the way, don't give up. Use those experiences as learning opportunities, refine your approach, and keep pushing towards your goals.
It's about perseverance, resilience, and an unwavering belief in your ability to achieve your dreams. And speaking of dreams, what's one final thought-provoking question we can leave our listeners with as they embark on this exciting journey?
What specific actions can you take today to move closer to your professional goals? Maybe it's visiting mechesolco.com/CPD or www.imechu.org/membership to learn more about the MESP program and the IMECHE's professional recognition process. Or perhaps it's updating your CV, reaching out to a potential sponsor, or identifying a professional development course that aligns with your career aspirations.
That's a great call to action. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to that professional recognition you deserve. And remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep engineering out loud.
Before we wrap up, I think it's really important for engineers to realize that becoming a chartered or incorporated engineer
Yeah.
isn't just a checkbox on your
Right.
career to-do list.
It's more than just letters after your name, right?
Exactly. It's about stepping into a new level of professionalism and expertise. It's
Yeah.
about raising the bar for yourself and contributing to the advancement of the engineering field.
Yeah, and it's about opening doors to new and exciting opportunities.
Mhm.
I mean, whether it's landing your dream job, leading groundbreaking projects, or even influencing industry standards, professional recognition really does give you a seat at the table.
It does. It amplifies your voice.
Right.
And it allows you to make a lasting impact on the world through engineering.
Now, before we sign off, what's one final piece of advice you would give to engineers who are ready to take that leap and pursue professional recognition?
Embrace the challenge. This journey might seem daunting at first, but every step that you take brings you closer to your goals. Don't be afraid to reach out to mentors, colleagues, or even past sponsors for guidance and support. The engineering community is full of incredible individuals who are willing to share their experiences and help you succeed.
That's such an important reminder. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that resources like the MESP program at mechesolco.com/CPD are designed to provide you with the tools and support you need to navigate this process with confidence.
And of course, the IMECHE itself offers a wealth of information and guidance on their website at www.imechi.org/membership. So take advantage of these resources, connect with experienced professionals, and most importantly, believe in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals.
That's a fantastic note to end on. We hope this deep dive into professional recognition with the IMECHE has empowered you with the knowledge and motivation to embark on this exciting journey. Remember, your journey as an engineer is full of possibilities, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep engineering out loud.